તને સાંભળવા વે ભગવાન, એવું જીવન તું જીવજે યુવાન, એવું જીવન તું જીવજે યુવાન. તને સાંભળવા વે ભગવાન, એવું જીવન તું જીવજે યુવાન, એવું જીવન તું જીવજે યુવાન.
Residents of the concrete jungle who open eyes with the cuckoo's alarm and live their lives tied with watch hands. Find nature, forest, spring and pure unadulterated water of the river on another side of the veil of life. We do not have any more understanding of this natural life than a weekend or a vacation or a beautiful trip and its description or an essay. The grace of rain keeps this lush green forestry blossoming forever. So natural wealth is in abundance here. A treasury of different medicinal plants exists here. Nature has scattered its beauty here with free hand. But what about life here? Would it also be so beautiful? No. Just as the steep slopes of these hills, lives of the people scattered in this world is also hard and strenuous. It is difficult to live on this beautiful but backward in terms of development, where even primary facilities are not available. But the societies thrive here, even in such harsh conditions. How would the wind of modernism touch where a ray of the sun also doesn't reach easily among the lives absolutely different than the world, on footpaths of ignorance and superstitions? How would such tribal people get literate in the forest? Where is the need of erudition when primary needs are also unget? But literacy and understanding both become available to these tribal people. Instruments for the development of a village are to be given in the hands of the people of that village. This thought was implemented here. Instead of Macaulay's education system, tribal children were to be given education of farming, village industry, animal husbandry and village development as per Gandhiji's will, under new training. This kind of education is provided in universities here up to graduation. To study in this manner is easy, but to go to the interior regions, make the tribal children study by mixing them up with us is extremely difficult. Even then, one such person who has undertaken this task successfully, Vishwamitra, had to perform many penances to be Brahma Rishi from Raja Rishi. This person also had to undergo many difficulties. An unflinching and painstaking Rajput youth of 20 to 22 years of Luna started to work for lepers in this region as an ascetic. He left his family and society for the service of the villages and also studied for this purpose. Mansi Bhai Mangarola established the Village Forming Educational Institute, inaugurated by the respected Jugatram Kaka, who is also called as the Banyan Tree of Vetchi. With a firm aim to teach scientific method of farming and develop trust in science by removing superstitions, Mansi Bhai began Eklavya Sadhana High School on the 12th of June 1966 at Thawa with the help of leaders of the surrounding 8 to 10 villages of the area of Mohan River. The education of village industry, panchayat and cooperation began in the school that continuously goes on without interruption for the last 40 years.
ત્યારે અમને સંતોષ થાય છે કે એક ઝૂંપડાનો માણસ બહાર સેવા કરવા જાય છે સરકારી કે ગમે તે તે પોતાના કુટુંબને ઊભા કરી દે છે. ઝૂંપડામાંથી નાના સરસ ઘર બનાવે છે, પોતાના ભાઈને સગા સંબંધીઓને ભણાવે છે. બહુ મોટી વાત એ આવી. અને એના છોકરાઓને પછી ભણતા કરી દીધા. આ રીતે શિક્ષણની એક નવી શક્તિ આ વિસ્તારમાં ઊભી થઈ. અને બેઝિક તાલીમ, માત્ર કોલેજનું શિક્ષણ તો મા બાપને બિલકુલ કામ નથી લાગતા. એ ગયો છે ગયો. ત્યારે અહીં બીજા વિદેશીઓ પરધર્મીઓના પણ અહીં અડ્ડા છે. હવે એની સામે ઝઝૂમવા માટે અમે સીધા એને લડત નથી આપતા, પણ સમાજમાં આવા પછડાયેલા મુશ્કેલીવાળા શિક્ષણ નથી અપાતા એવા વિદ્યાર્થીઓને અમે ટાળી શકતા નથી.
A yagna begun in a small school has become enkindled flame of knowledge. The study centers of Thawa and Malsamot educate them to walk with other developed civilizations with knowledge of farming, the knowledge of their mother tongue and the national language. Who had known that a small village Thawa, 60 to 70 kilometers interior to Bharuch, would be so enthusiastic to make a new foot track by life-oriented education designed by Gandhiji. Today, here kindergartens, primary schools, high schools, colleges, training colleges for PTC and b.ed are in their full swing. Activities of hand-woven cloths and village development throb here to keep this backward life vital. All efforts to inform these people about new cooperative schemes and agriculture researches to implement are undertaken. Self-independence in women is accelerated. Initially, this institute had received help from obligre and snailmen. Other similar helps continued to be received, so gradually villagers made roads and 32 buildings with the necessary facilities. The villagers have also contributed in this with hands and their money both. Schools, boys, girls hostels, cow pens, staff quarters, dining halls are included in these buildings. These buildings cost rupees 50 lakhs. They are scattered in 70-acre lands, of which 58 acres is cultivated, and by these agriculture activities, financial problems are tried to be met. Education of animal husbandry is also going on simultaneously. The institute has its own Kamdhenu cow pen. The Kamdhenu cow pen. This cow pen exists since the last 24 years. There are 30 cows, 20 cows and a bull. For 10 Kankreji cows, there is one bull. Daily, nearly 100 to 150 liters of milk is produced, which is used by the hostel students. 6 persons look after this cow pen. Its total expenses is borne by the institute. Students also give their services here. When the number of cows increase, they are sold to their parents at a very reasonable price. Thus, this aboriginal tribe began animal husbandry. The institute is growing continuously, so more land and more facilities would be required, for which efforts to get more help are already in progress.
Any amount donated to this institution is tax-free under the Income Tax Act 80G.
વિશેષતામાં તો એક રેસિડેન્શિયલ સંસ્થા છે. આ નિવાસી બાળકો છે. અહીંયા આ સંસ્થામાં 1700 વિદ્યાર્થીઓ રહે છે. 1700 વિદ્યાર્થીઓ એક જ રસોડે આટલા મોટા કેમ્પસમાં એને રાખવાના, રહેવાના, એને જમાડો કરવાનો, એને ભણાવવાનો, એને તાલીમ આપવાની, એને 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 એનું જીવન ઘડતર કરવાનું, એને કોઈ મુશ્કેલી હોય તો મુશ્કેલીમાંથી પણ ઉગારવાના, એ બધી જવાબદારી સંસ્થાના સંચાલકો, એના આચાર્ય અને શિક્ષકો લે છે. એ એક મોટી પડકાર અને જવાબદારી છે એની.
આ સંસ્થાનો વિચાર કેવી રીતે જન્મ્યો?
આ સંસ્થાનો વિચાર માનસીભાઈ જ્યારે બહુરી સાગરમાં નોકરી કરતા